Hello and welcome back to another video. My name's Jo of Jo Loves the Art, and today we are revisiting Scrawlr box number 108 to try and do the Scrawlr challenge. If you don't know what Scrawlr box is, what I recommend you do is go to the unboxing video for this Scrawlr box, which I will link in the description. And it tells you all about Scrawlr box in that video, and it will show you what's in the box. Ahead of me doing the challenge. So other than that, let's get started and see what we are going to create today. Okay, back to our box. So we've got our Scrawlr zine, we have our pad, our paper. This time it's mixed media paper, 250 GSM. Which we tested out last time with our swatching. We've got these Colorista art markers by Spectrum Noir, which are exclusive to Scrawlr box. We've got two Derwent artist pencils, one Venetian red, one is, what is that, French grey. Yep. Got Pigma Micron 0.2. Secure Pigma Micron, I should say. So it's still quite a tiny little fine liner. Just a heads up, Pigma Microns, the number does not relate to the size of the nib exactly. So it's not like it's 0.2 mils like you get with, I think it's Uniball do it like that. This is different. And we've also got a jelly roll, which is again Secura, and that's in white. We've got our featured artist and our sticker. The sweet's been put away for me to have another time. We did have a sweet, I can't remember what it was, but we will have a look. This was our Scrawlr zine, which told us all about everything. And then we have our Scrawlr challenge at the back, which is Manga Maidens. Which, if you remember, when we got to it, I was not exactly thrilled about the idea. But I've had the time to think. I've been away, I've looked at different manga styles and the elements of manga, because I was like, I don't really know enough about it. So as always, I have planned for our Scrawlr challenge. I'll move the rest of the box over there because we don't need everything, we just need these. And this is my planning book. And as soon as I heard Maidens, for some reason Maid Marian of Robin Hood fame is what came to mind. So my idea is to kind of go with a manga style Robin Hood and Maid Marian. So I've been looking at hairstyles and eye features and stuff, so I can kind of put it together a bit. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. And we'll see how it comes out. But yeah, obviously this was all my research for manga, which I didn't know it meant whimsical and impromptu pictures. I think that's actually in the Scrawlr zine though. Right, let's get started. So, as much as I've got these pencils here, I am going to go back to a trusty normal graphite pencil. I do not want a 2B actually, I want an F pencil. Yep, that one will do. And I've got my eraser just in case. I'm going to start off by sketching out the design that I want before we go any further. I will speed this up for you because it'll be pretty boring otherwise. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a moment. Okay, so that's my basic sketch for the moment. I'm now going to go over it with the fine liner. I'm not going to put all the details in at the moment. Some will come in after I have used the markers on it, just to add in some detail, but we're going to get the basic outline done. So I will fast forward it because it will be quite monotonous for you to watch otherwise. And yeah, I'll speak to you in a second. Okay, so there's the sketch, all fine, drawn out. It is outlined. It's not great. I'm not as happy with it as I thought I would be. I've adapted it as I went along as well. I felt the body was too big on my Maid Marian. I'm actually happier with Robin Hood than I am with her, but we'll see how it turns out in the end. Now it's time to add some colour. So I'm just going to put some basic blocks of colour down first, and then go over to make shadows and things afterwards. So let's get these pens out. Obviously green is going to be quite heavy on the Robin. But I'm going to start with the skin tones first and kind of build up from there. Because obviously it's the lightest first. I'm going to stick to the brush end, I think, as well. I'm just going to have a look at the photo. I can't remember what they do around the eyes for Manga. Yeah, they kind of leave them white, don't they? and maybe add some colour around, so I might do that afterwards. See, that's why sometimes having the featured artist artwork is really helpful, because it kind of gives you clues when you don't know what you're meant to be doing. Whoops, gone a bit over the line there. I will sort that out, because I'm going to be going green over that anyway. Be careful. As you can tell, I'm not that confident drawing hands and things. I'm not that good at drawing people as a whole. So this is so many things that I'm out of my comfort zone with here. I mean, I'm hoping when I put more details in, it will pop a bit more and look a bit better. That's the only thing when you've got two ends, you kind of accidentally, if you used to put your lids on your pen, you kind of drop it. I'll go with the moonlight for her hair. I think I may have to build this up a bit. If you are any good at drawing manga, I'd love to hear your tips as well, because it's so far out my comfort zone. I don't have a lot of knowledge about it, which is why I went away and researched it. That's my go-to way of doing it. Even if I'm just looking through other pieces of manga and noticing what they do, so like the size of the eyes and things. That's my way of learning. I mean, other people, there's YouTube videos and things like that as well. Actually, it's not as faded out as I thought it was going to look. I'll add more detail in with the fine liner afterwards. I think we'll go with Robin's hair, we'll go with the cocoa colour. Kind of trying to keep it as loose as possible as well, because I think that's what I kind of noticed as well. It wasn't, you know, like lots of detail, lots of... That's annoying me, but I'm keep going over the lines. I'm trying not to do too many layers because I don't want this too dark in places. So I just wanted to kind of get it down as kind of fairly quick. Oh, I keep going to put the lid from the other end on because I'm so used to putting lids on the tops of pens. Right, let's move on to Robin's outfit. And this is just basically going to be green. So the way I'm going to have to differentiate it afterwards is to use the shading. So for the time being, it is just going to be green all over the top, or juniper, as this green is. I may do his quiver a different colour though. It's kind of the right green for him though. If you hear clunking around in the background, that is the pussycat, Sugar. Isn't it? She comes and goes through the window of this kind of studio. So I have got the door open as well. So you may hear birds and things. And she's now going crazy on her scratching post, so that's always fun. Right, Maid Marian's outfit. I'm going to start with this dark blue, I think. And then use the Prussian blue as well on it. I just like it's the kind of right kind of colours for like the medieval-y dresses, which is what I kind of imagine Maid Marian kind of wearing. And I don't want too much green either, that's part of it. I don't know why I thought of this. Probably just because it had the word was made in it. And now I'm kind of just randomly talking to you. Oh, it's annoying, it's gone on the hair. Maybe I should have gone with a smaller tip for that bit. I just like the way the brush tips work. You may also hear rain now because it has started to rain, so I apologise. I'm going to leave that colour. I was going to do it the same colour, but I don't think I am now. Oh, I'm going to do Robin's headband green as well. Just because that's his go-to, isn't it? It's his colour. Yeah, let's do the collar of Prussian blue. And the belt can be Prussian blue as well. I'm going to do her hair. Oh, that's one, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Quite happy with that. And then I'm just going to do the other block colours, and then I will come back to you ready to do detailing, because otherwise it's going to get a bit boring. So I'll speak to you in a minute. Okay, so that is all the basic block colours. So now it's kind of trying to add shadows in. So it's kind of like going over just to make it a bit darker here and there. Or highlight things, like with the French grey on the blue. But so I'm kind of adding in where the shadow is. Doesn't have to be solid line, just to add a bit of detailing. There's not a lot I really want to do detail wise. I'm going to put a bit more colour in his cheeks and hers. I'm just going to put extra of that over the top. I'm not going to add any other colour. That's the thing with marker, you can kind of build up just by going over the same colour. Add some shadow using it as well. And the hair strands. putting some white highlights in here and there. I didn't like the pencil so much. Also fixing the mistake I made earlier. It also works quite well on his on the feather to make it stand out a bit more. Use it on his arrows as well. Go back to it and use the Venetian red on bits of his where they're a bit more worn. It's like over where, roughly where his knees would be. That pocket. Because he's not going to be perfectly dressed living in the forest, is he? Or the woods as we are. Yeah, it's looking quite good. Now I'm wondering about doing a background for it, but I don't want to really lose it. I just want to see what the background's like on this one. That's quite nice actually, just something simple and then the black. I may try and do something similar. It looks like the black leaves were put in first with the fine liner, so I might have a go. Kind of pinching from the featured artist. I might do tree branches actually. Let me do this and I will get back to you at the end to see how it turns out. I won't fast forward for it, I'll stop and do it and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've now finished and added the background to it, and actually I'm really quite pleased with how it's turned out. Leaving the white around the edge like in the featured artist thing has really worked quite well for it, and I'm actually really pleased with how it's turned out. But yeah, manga. Who knew I could do it? I think I've done a reasonable job. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's go back to the supplies and discuss them. Paper, great. Look, it's not really bled through at all. And plus I took it off and was using the back of the pad as a board. Paper Micron, solid pen, Jelly Roll. Now I've got the hang of how to use them. I actually really like them. Tip, don't put a lot of pressure on it, just use it really lightly. Like the markers, can't fault them at all. I'd probably like a few different tones in there, but obviously it's a small set, so you can't have everything, and that's why the layering up happens. The pencils, I've used them. I don't think they've added a lot to the piece. I could have got away without it, in all honesty. Bit of an add-on, I think, but different people use different things, don't they? So it may be that a lot of other people will use them. But all in all, love the box. Good box. Not what I was expecting to say on this box, to be fair. Didn't think I'd like the Scrawlr challenge, definitely didn't think manga would be my thing, but yeah, quite happy with how it's all turned out. So I'll leave the video there. I will say thank you for watching, because I mean it. Also, as always, please, if you can like the video or subscribe to the video or to the channel, anything like that really helps me out. Anything you want to talk about in the comments, please feel free, and I will get back to you as soon as possible with that. All social media links again are in the description, and I think I've covered everything. So until next time, take care, and I will see you soon for another video. Goodbye.